This one should look familiar. You did this one earlier to prove two congruent triangles. So we're just going to do one more step to that, literally. I'm going to put in the givens that looks like HD in one triangle is congruent to GD. I've made the marks there. And ED is congruent to FD, made the double marks there. Now, we're always seeking to prove triangles congruent. And it looks like these parts are what you're going to have to prove congruent, you usually have to go the congruent triangles way. So, like before, there's an angle in there that is congruent, and they're going to share those two triangles. That's where we're headed. That angle HDE is congruent to angle GDF or FDG, because those are vertical angles. And now we have what we need to prove that the triangles are congruent, and just to double check to make sure order is important when triangles are congruent. So I'm just going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to start with triangle EHD, just to be sassy. Triangle EHD is congruent to triangle. I need to do the same order for this other triangle, FGD. You could have any combination of them as long as the order is important and that one side of one triangle corresponds to the other of the other. So like EH and FG, HD with GD, angle DF with DE. Just make sure of that. It's the first couple times we're doing this, double check. And that is because of side, angle, side. So we have triangles congruent, and a lot of times with other proofs of a different level, you have to prove that a certain type, or sorry, a certain piece of those triangles are congruent. Well, we have now that those triangles are congruent. We could write them side by side and just to break them up, but this is a easy enough example that we now know that if those two triangles are congruent, the corresponding parts of all congruent triangles are congruent. That means angle E matches with angle F. HD matches with GD. And what we want to prove here is that angle H is congruent to angle G. Just double check that angle H is out here. It's in between the side that has no marks and the side that has one mark. Does that match with angle G in this triangle? That corresponds to the angle that's made with the side that has one mark and no marks.